Hello, this is Dave with your psychedelic snack. We are in the Psychedelic Shack, and this one is a little different. I was going through my records and found a lot of stuff that I forgot that I had. I was doing a little inventory, and going through looking for albums and finding stuff that I actually honestly forgot that I had or just hadn't listened to in a while. And that's kind of where we're at tonight. Is I found about, I think, 6 releases that I completely, well, not completely, but been neglecting or were hidden in my collection. So this is like the best place to find vinyl sometimes is in your own collection. And the first one I found was Barnstorm. I forgot I had this. This is a great album. Joe Walsh had just left the James Gang, and I guess he was going to form a band called Barnstorm, or I don't know if that came into fruition. He named the album Barnstorm, but I don't know if there was actually a band called Barnstorm. I could be wrong, but it's a great album, great coverful. If you like Joe Walsh, I do. I love the James Gang. Yeah, I just found this. I hadn't heard it in a while. I found it in my collection, and I thought it was cool. So the next one is a bootleg that I wanted to find. I wanted to listen to Some Girls by the Rolling Stones. So I'm thumbing through my Rolling Stones albums, and I found this bootleg. It's called Andrew's Blues. Sorry about the glare. Now take a good look at the back cover and the track listing on this. This was recorded, the first 2 tracks are studio recordings. And the rest of the tracks are the Rolling Stones live in France, I believe. Paris Olympique in 1966. It's a pretty good album. The studio tracks, well, there's some history to those 2 studio tracks, and you'll have to get into that yourself. I don't have time to get into that tonight, but the second track was actually the name of a Rolling Stones movie. So I don't know. Look into this. This is pretty cool. I enjoy it. I don't play it that much. I honestly forgot I had it in there until I was looking for another album. But yeah, this is great. Love it. Another one I found when I was just going through was this one. Ike and Tina Turner, Come Together. I don't know when this came out, but it's a great album. It's actually Ike and Tina Turner and the Ikeettes. And apparently Ike was a bit of an ass, but man, he could put together a pretty good band. They're really tight on this one. They do mostly, it's like half Ike Turner songs and half covers. They do, of course, Come Together. I'll show you the look at this, man. This is really cool. Got Tina Turner here, Ike, and the Ikeettes. If you could see them. Sorry about the light. It's the Ikeettes. But I don't know a lot of information on the other members of the band, if there were any. This is the back cover. Apparently it's a promotional copy also. So I'm going to have to look into this and get it on Discogs and find out more about it. But it's a great album. It sounds like Tina Turner being... it sounds like the Rolling Stones are her backing band is what it sounds like. It's great. Yeah. glad to find that. I actually found that a month ago and put it on and just kept it on standby because it's so good. Next one is really good also. Sid Barrett. The reason I never really played this or forgot I had it is because the cover is so thin. This is a second pressing, I believe, from '72. The cover, as you can tell, the cover is also a little bit, I don't know if it's bleached or I don't know what happened to it, but the vinyl is great. Sounds great. Got the back cover going. It's on the Great Harvest label. I don't want to take it out, but that's the insert. I don't know if that's the, but yeah, I from what I got on Discogs, I think this is the 72 pressing, if I'm not mistaken. And next I have, well, this isn't a rare one or anything like this. Everybody has this album, but I love the Mamas and the Papas. Great album. A lot of people didn't know there was 3 versions of this cover. The first version had the gang in the bathtub, but also had the toilet there. Apparently the label heads or whoever the head cheese was didn't like the toilet on the album cover, so they put like a black box over it, and that was the second pressing of the album. And then they thought, well, the black box was kind of weird. It looked like it looked weird, so they put this little like sign there over it. But thing is, you can still see the flusher up there. Apparently nobody at Dunhill ever took a dump. But it's a great album. I love the Mamas and the Papas. They're great vocal band. I love their music. The only one of the bands still alive, I believe, is Michelle Phillips. Now, Mama Cass, she passed away, as legend has it, she passed away in the home of Keith Moon from The Who. And they said that she choked on a ham sandwich because there was a ham sandwich in the room, but basically it was false. She apparently died of a heart attack. She had a heart attack, and in her room there was actually a ham sandwich. So people put one, they said, well, the ham sandwich, she died and choked on a ham sandwich, where she didn't. But yeah, apparently the police questioned the ham sandwich, and they didn't press any charges or anything. So yeah, she died of a heart attack, unfortunately, in Keith Moon's house. And that's the story of Mama Cass and the Mamas and the Papas. And the last one on my list is another bootleg I had that I always knew I had, but I hadn't played it in so long. Destroyer. This is a Led Zeppelin bootleg from, I don't know what tour it is, I forget. It's really cool though. It's a 4-album deal. No back cover. Nothing like that. Now, it came with 4 albums and they were never marked or anything like that. So what I did is I put a small mark on each album so I know what side it was. And see, here it is. This is a track listing. This is also on the front cover. I taped that on there. It's apparently, I think, the Physical Graffiti Tour. It's a great show. And it's kind of, it's a bootleg. Sound quality's not that great. And, but, it's Led Zeppelin. At one point, Robert Plant chastised the audience for lighting fireworks, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know how many of you have this, but it's really great. And that's about all I got tonight. Thank you for watching. And 73s, everyone.